Hola amigos, hola amigas, welcome, bienvenido, croeso y salam, welcome to the channel y'all, Chestney Mash. Today we are going to be working on this Hotpoint first edition. There are some issues with the timer. So, just like the issues that we had with the Nexus, the timer on that was just very sticky, needed cleaning, needed stripping, needed some TLC, and the first edition also needs that too, simply because when it is on the cycle, I put it on a 95 cycle recently, and it just was sort of like having issues going into its spin mode, and yeah, basically it wasn't operating properly because of the issues with the timer. So that's what we're going to do. So let me remove the soap tray. Let me remove the knob. Okay, so I've removed the knob. Now I need to get the top off. Now I'm going to remove the screws from the fascia panel. Okay, so the fascia just comes off like so. Snip this tag holding on. It's held in two places. So there is the timer and the board. Okay, so holding the timer on, there's two screws at the front. That very easily releases the timer. On the timer itself, you have all of these wires. So I'm going to be taking photographs. So I can start taking things off the board. Right, we have got the timer and the board out. As you can see, it's pretty much unprotected in there against carbon dust, heat, moisture. Not much protection on that at all, and as you can see, it's quite dusty. Let's get this on the bench and take a closer look. Okay, so we're here on the bench with the timer. First of all, I would just like to say this is not a how-to video. This is just how I have been doing this recently. So if you do it and it goes wrong, it's on your head, be it. This is not a tutorial. I'm just showing you what I do. So first of all, I'm going to dust it off and vacuum at the same time. So that has dusted that off. First I'm going to be checking for any components that look like they're going wrong. Any burning, scorch marks. Everything looks fine. It's a bit grubby, as in sort of like, you know, dusty, but everything, all the components look absolutely fine. No obvious marks of burning or worn out. So that's good. I can see the timer inside. Right, so I'm going to do this side first, which is the underneath of it, where all the soldering is. I've got some spray, isopropyl alcohol, that I'm going to spray on the board liberally, and then brush and wipe. I'm going to repeat this process. I'm going to take a cloth and lay it on and just gently rub it. Not rubbing the board itself, but just rubbing the cloth. Now you can see dirt marks that have come off, dust marks. Now I'm going to take some contact cleaner that I have here. This is contact cleaner. I'm going to spray a little bit on here, on this cloth. And I'm just going to go over the metal contacts. And they are definitely coming up cleaner. Be careful not to snag anything or tear. Be very gentle when you do this. That looks shiny, girl. Look at the dirt we got off that. Oh my god. Blech. This is so satisfying. I'm going to do it again. I'm going to start on this side this time. Just clean the contacts. Careful not to tear. These cloths do snag, but just be careful. This end contact. And I'm just going to go with some alcohol on the cloth and just have a look. Just gently. Go in between very gently. See, there's a lot of dirt still on it, but we have done that proud. That definitely looks a lot better. Now we're going to work on this side. Same thing. Spray it with alcohol. I'm going to work on this side and be extremely gentle with this. Trying to go in the direction of the components. Careful not to dislodge anything. Don't want to do that. And this last bit on the side. Lots of components. It's underneath this as well, there are components. Okay. Now the alcohol will evaporate off, so just leave it evaporate. And I'm going to take a little bit of this on the cloth, just gently go around the edge of the board where the contacts go on. You have to wait for this to absolutely completely dry. It doesn't take too long because the alcohol will evaporate. That definitely looks better. Next thing I'm going to do the board, and I'm going to spray some contact cleaner inside the timer. And because there's probably going to be some liquid and goop coming out of it, that is why I've got the cloth to absorb anything that does come out. It's not going to damage the board because it's contact cleaner. That's specifically what it's for. This is to restore electrical contact. Also helps to clean out the timer. I'm just going to get my timer knob. Just give it a turn. Turn it gently. All right, now I'm just going to shake off any excess contact cleaner, gently pat it off the board, don't damage any components, and let everything air dry. You can see the timers there on this side. See all this gunk coming off? Right, that's enough. I'm just going to leave this on its side, so if there's any residual dirt that's going to come out, just leave it completely dry. Leave it for an hour, just to absolutely make sure that it is completely dry and everything has evaporated. And just turn it around every now and then, just to make sure everything comes out. Right, let's leave that for an hour. So meanwhile the timer itself is air drying, I need to clean all of these contacts. So what I do is I take a cloth behind them, spray in the contact cleaner, take a little cotton bud and just get in there as best I can. These are not so delicate, so you can use a cloth if you want, but you will see some dust and muck come out of it. Like so. So you just work your way around and make sure all of these are cleaned. Okay, so we've given all the contacts a good old spritz and clean up, and there was quite a lot of muck in there. I took the motor plug out as well, contact cleaned that and the inside of it, so that is all done. Now I have to put this beast back together. Okay, so the other thing I did very quickly as well, I forgot to mention, is down there I put a little bit of Singer oil, just a little bit, just work it through the timer. You don't need much. Okay, so let's take the knob off, and I'm going to put this on in Timelapse. Okay, everything is now put back together. What I'm going to be doing is running a again, the one that was having the issue, which was the B cycle. So let's turn this. This is a lot easier to turn now. Okay, I think, yep, that's on the B cycle. So that is going to be a, actually I'll put it on a C. I don't need a pre-wash. There we go, I'll stick it on a C, which is the 95 white cotton cycle, and I'm going to give it a descale and clean with this product I haven't used before. It's called Professional and Home JYW Lime Scale Detergent and Grease Remover for all dishwashers, washing machines. Descales, purifies, cleans grease and detergent buildup, helps remove bad odors. Use monthly for best results. Instructions: just pour the contents of one sachet directly into the dispenser. Use on an empty wash cycle without a pre-wash. Select temperature higher than 55. Do not add any detergent. Apply once a month. So we're going to give this a go. I'm going to pour that into the soap dispenser, get everything set up, and we'll see, and hopefully everything's working fine. Just wanted to let you know, I'm not going to film this in time lapse. I'm going to film it normal speed, but I'm going to multiply it 6 times. And if there's anything wrong or anything issues at all, I will then stop it and explain. So there we go, my little muffin tops. That was fantastic. And that cleaner's very good. Let me have a sniff. Yep, smells really, really fresh, really, really nice. I'm really pleased with how it turned out. No issues with the motor, it just went through, sorry, with the timer. It just went through the cycles, no problem whatsoever. So I'm hoping that that is it, that is now fixed. I don't know how long that fix will last or whatever, but like I said at the beginning, this is not a how-to. If you do this, you do it on your own head, be it. But that is how I try to fix the timer before I go out looking for a new one. So if you have a timer that's a bit dodgy or whatever, then, you know, give it a go. You've got nothing to lose if you can get hold of a new timer. But there we go. So thank you very much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode. And thank you very much. Bye.